In Islamabad. It's been broken by headlines today. Correspondent Irfan Mahsood. In fact, there was a telephonic conversation between both the President and the Prime Minister of Pakistan and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh a little while earlier in the afternoon. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has asked for the ISI chief to be sent to India so that information can be shared with him, all the information that they've managed to gather so far on these attacks in Mumbai. So we're getting in confirmation from top Foreign Office sources in Islamabad that Pakistan will soon be sending its ISI chief, the head of its intelligence services, to India. Information will be shared with him by the director of the Intelligence Bureau here in India. In fact, the Prime Minister had requested Pakistan in that telephone conversation, both with President Zardari and with Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani, to send the ISI chief so that information can be shared with him. Initial indications, of course, and this is confirmed by the Foreign Ministry here as well, including the Foreign Minister himself, saying that the telephone intercepts that they managed to get from the scene of action point towards calls made to Karachi. So now we're getting in at least some kind of forward movement. Sources telling us from the Pakistan Foreign Office in Islamabad that they've taken a decision and very soon they will be sending the ISI chief to India. This would be, in many senses, an unprecedented attempt and an unprecedented move, really, and this would go a long way in trying to take this investigation further. All right, even as we speak, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, is in India. He's on a tour. He hasn't cut short his tour, which is in itself a positive development. He addressed the press a short while ago. Let's listen in to that press conference.
My heart goes out to the families who've lost their near and dear ones, and I'm equally concerned about the lady journalist who is still missing. I wish her well. I hope she's speedily recovered and in good health. It's very easy in a situation like this, ladies and gentlemen, to be sucked into a negative frame of mind, to start pointing fingers, to replay the old beaten track, the blame game.
Well, the Pakistan Foreign Minister there addressing the press a short while ago. That story has moved further in terms of information coming in from top sources in the Pakistan Foreign Office in Islamabad that they will be sending their ISI chief. This move was a request from India's side when Prime Minister Manmohan Singh spoke with both the President and Prime Minister of Pakistan. He had requested the ISI chief to be sent so that information could be shared with him. That's the breaking. In fact, let's now shift focus back to the theatre of war, as it were, at Nariman House. We're getting in reports from wire services that 5 hostages who are held in captivity at Nariman House have all been killed. In fact, all 5 hostages who were held in captivity at Nariman House, including the Rabbi Gabriel Herzberg, who's the head of that family and also who's the owner of that premises. He and his wife Rivka are among the 5 hostages who've been killed. 2 terrorists who are also in that house have also been killed. There is suspicion that one other terrorist is lurking somewhere there, but complete sanitizing operations happening there in Nariman House. The operation is still on. Remember, Hassan Ghafoor, the Commissioner of Police, confirming on headlines today that the operation is still on. But we're getting in word from wire services that the hostages may have been killed, and that is really, really unfortunate news that's coming in. The whole attempt by NSG commandos who are leading this charge, leading this operation, was to try and ensure minimum collateral damage, but it seems very clear now, at least from wire services, that all of those 5 hostages have been killed. Go back to that story that we were breaking a little earlier. The Pakistan Foreign Office top sources telling us that it's quite possible that they will be sending their ISI chief. Irfan Mahsood, our correspondent in Islamabad, is standing by. Irfan, give us the latest details. Is the word in that the ISI chief will be sent soon to India?
Absolutely, indeed. We have confirmed from the Prime Minister House sources, and they are unofficial sources from the same house are confirming that at request of Manmohan Singh, the Indian Prime Minister, the Pakistani counterpart, Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani, has agreed to send ISI chief to India in the coming days.
This would be an unprecedented move in that sense, Irfan, because I can't remember the last time the ISI chief came calling to India. This would be a real forward movement in that sense as far as the investigations are concerned.
Absolutely. I think now this is the stage that these kind of moves are very essentially needed for both the countries to have cross visits, because nobody would like to disrupt these confidence building measures and the developments.
All right. We also heard Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the foreign minister of Pakistan. He's in India. He addressed the press a short while ago, and he also seemed to have moved away from the rhetoric. He seemed to have moved away. He said he wants to turn the tide. Do you think we've now put the wounds of the past behind? We're opening a new chapter now, and maybe we can expect forward movement in the investigations and also in Indo-Pak relations. For the first time, perhaps, our intelligence bureaus could cooperate and cooperate meaningfully and take forward, because international terrorism is not a Pakistan problem or an India problem. It's a global problem.
Absolutely, it has become a global problem, and particularly I would refer to the newly elected government in Islamabad, and they are quite hard on these facts that the war on terror has been owned by the new government, and they are quite tough on this subject, and they have to curb down these elements together. I think this is the time for both the countries to join hands against the common enemy.
Do you expect any kind of resistance from within the bureaucracy, from within the ISI to this move?
No, I think now the episode is totally changed, and I think now both the government has realized in a true sense that this is the time to join hands against these common elements on its respective borders, and no kind of tool like ISI or on the other part RAW can hinder these developments.
Give us also a sense, in fact initial investigations here seem to be pointing that some of these people who are involved, some of these terrorists who are involved in these operations in Mumbai are hailed from Pakistan. Give us a sense of how the press coverage has been in Pakistan. How has the media been reacting to these reports?
Pakistani media, you will be surprised, was quite positive in its mood. To pinpoint I must quote the past references. Both the countries has been playing a blame game, but this time Pakistani media particularly was sufficiently saying that we should not disrupt these moves, confidence building measures, and these cross visits from both the countries, and this is the time to curb these elements.
That would be a huge plus if that happens, of course, Irfan. If the reaction from the Pakistani side is also that we're willing to cooperate, we want to take this investigation forward, because terrorism, like the Pakistan foreign minister just articulated a short while ago, is not just an India-specific problem or a Pakistan-specific problem. It is an international problem. It is a global war on terror, and if we need to take this forward, there has to be meaningful cooperation from both sides. I want to thank Irfan for joining us and giving us his perspective, but these are images, and we want to reiterate a short while ago at the Taj Mahal Hotel, fire burning at one of the